Alright, what's going on, Slime? Welcome to a tier list video. I thought I'd go through today and I would rank every sniper in Call of Duty. I think there's like 120 or something like that. This tier list doesn't include the BO7 snipers. I will still rank those, just they won't be on the tier list. I'll tell you where they go though, at the end. Anyway, before the video starts, if you guys do enjoy this type of content and want me to do it more, leave a like and subscribe if you're new. We upload a variety of content daily. I know I missed yesterday, but I'm double uploading today for that, my bad. First, we have the M40A3 from Call of Duty 4. I would put it in God tier. I love this sniper. Only 5 bullets though, no extended mag. So I mean, it gets dropped down to insane, okay? I still think it's really good though. M21 mid. I mean, other than headshot feeds, we're really easy with it. I didn't really use it a lot. Dragunov, I hate the COD 4 Dragunov. Not good. The R700, dude, an R700 plus 50 or plus 25 is like a dream clip of mine. Most I've ever gotten was a plus 20 or a plus 40. I don't know. It's definitely not God tier because it only has 4 bullets. But, dude, I mean, I don't think I can put it with the M40. It's a great sniper, okay? So these are all my opinions, right? And yes, I've never used online because I only played the campaign of Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3. I never played online, so these snipers, they're just here. Barrett 50 in COD 4. I think the COD 4 Barrett 50 cal is not a God tier Barrett 50. I think it's definitely an insane Barrett 50 cal. There's a Barrett 50 cal I want to put up here, so we'll... For the sake of it, we'll put this one here, okay? World at War. In my opinion, the hardest game to snipe on, in my personal opinion. Got the Springy. I mean, the Springfield hit a decent amount of hit markers, but I still love it. I know I'm a little biased, okay? Because I love World at War. Definitely a top 10 COD for me, World at War. I mean, no extended mag, probably just with the R700. None of these have extended mag, by the way. None of the World at War snipers. The Arasaka, probably my second favorite sniper inside of World at War. So I'm probably gonna put it above the Springfield. I don't think it's better than the R700 though. Also, I think the M40 is better than the Barrett 50 cal. That's how I'm doing it, right? Anyway, the Moist Nugget, I mean, I like the Moist Nugget. Not more than the Springfield though, I don't think. Kar 98K, definitely my favorite World at War bolt action. That or the Arasaka, it swaps every once in a while. But PTRS, the best sniper in World at War because it's got a good fire rate. I think it's got a decent amount of bullets in it. You know, it has like 6. I could be wrong. Sorry, it's got 5. Either way though, I just like it. You know, a lot of great clips have been hit with the PTRS. It's just, dude, the PTRS is definitely my favorite sniper inside of World at War. Even though it's not bolt action though, you know, it's just fire. Okay, the sound, the way it feels. It's just good. Intervention. I mean, the intervention has to go in God tier. I mean, it's the intervention. What else do I need to say? Not my favorite sniper, but probably the most iconic sniper of all time in video games in general. Not even in Call of Duty, in video games. The Modern Warfare 2 Barrett. Like it better than the Barrett inside of Call of Duty 4. Definitely not my favorite version of the Barrett, but definitely I do like it better than the Barrett from MW2. Or I mean from COD 4. The WA 2000, this was okay if you were going for like headshot clips. I mean, I didn't really use it though. The smiley face is very tough on the side though, so I'm gonna have to put it in mid. Okay, not above the M21 though. M14, didn't really use it. Dragunov, didn't really use it. Now, my favorite Call of Duty of all time, Black Ops 1. We got the WA 2000. Now the WA 2000 BO1, I like it better than the Dragunovs, but it's not really my favorite. I didn't really use it that much. I used it a few times trying to go for headshot clips, but I don't even think it's mid. I think if you're going for headshot clips, it's not horrendous. Maybe it could squeeze into mid, but I don't know. I could probably slap it back of mid. L96, for me, it is my favorite, not to spoil anything, my favorite sniper of all time. Is it objectively the best sniper ever? No. Is it my favorite of all time? Yes. And this is not a objective list. Okay, this is a very subjective list. I'd just like to put that out real quick. L96, my favorite sniper of all time. Throw the gold camo on it. It's beautiful. All you need is extended mags. I love BO1, and I love the L96. I cannot wait for the ports. PSG1. I don't know if this is controversial. I like the PSG1 better than MW2 Barrett. No, definitely better than COD 4 Barrett and the PTRS from World at War. PSG1. Whenever I think of it, I mean, there's a few clips to think of. That spawn trap that Jev had in his, I think it was his leveler montage. Jesus, that's a callback. Just a few clips. It's just, I love it, okay? Not God tier, but I love it. Alright. The Modern Warfare 3 Barrett 50 cal. Call me weird for this. It is my favorite Barrett 50 cal. Do I put it above the M40? I mean, it has significantly more bullets, faster fire rate. I mean, I could put, I don't know. I mean, like, a Barrett up here isn't crazy, but I feel like a lot of people would probably put the MW2 Barrett up there. I'll put it here for right now. Top of insane. I love the Barrett 50 cal from MW3. It's just my favorite one personally. The L118A, the L11 from Modern Warfare 3. Reload canceling with this was fun. Lots of nasty clips with the reload cancel with that. Dragunov, fuck out of here. AS50. The AS50, probably like just behind the L11 if I had to put it somewhere. The RSAS. Remove the RS and you have what this gun is. Ass. This thing is fucking terrible. I do not like it. Headshot clips were okay with it. I would use it over these two Dragunovs, and I'd use it over all of the Dragunovs, honestly, that are here. And the M14, me personally. Also, move the M14 up. Anyway, the MSR. Controversial opinion. Maybe not. It's probably just personal preference. I like the MSR better than the Intervention for using it. I think the Intervention is more nostalgic, more recognizable. I prefer the MSR as opposed to it, dude. The MSR, I love it, okay? I don't know what to say. Hitting multis with the MSR gave me a boning. Anyway, the SVU from Black Ops 2. Like it better than the Dragunovs, don't really like it that much. The DSR-50. If this was pre-patch, I think the DSR-50 pre-patch is honestly one of the most powerful non-stopping power snipers we've ever had. However, this is the patched version I'm gonna be ranking. So maybe above the PTR, nah. The bottom of insane for more I think about it. I mean, after this thing got patched, I only used the ballista. Like sometimes a little bit of the XPR. Yeah, it's great. Don't get me wrong. Pre-patch, this thing was nasty. After the patch, it was a little bit of wraps. The ballista. Do I like it more than... I do like it more than the Intervention, okay? Don't flambe me, because I'm putting so many guns in front of the Intervention. The Intervention's still in God tier. I still think it's an S tier sniper, okay? But I like the ballista better, bro. The amount of time I spent in free-for-all, in general, but especially in free-for-all with the ballista it was crazy to me, bro. The amount of time I spent, it was God. I love the ballista. Not more than the MSR, definitely not more than the L96, but I love the ballista a tiny smidge bit more in the Intervention. Now the XPR-50, I think like one above the PTRS. I mean, it's definitely not bad. I don't mind the XPR-50. When I think of the XPR-50, I think of a few clips. The first one I thought of, though, was Scope's clip where he hits 2 headshots with the ballista and then swaps over to the XPR-50, hits 2 headshots, and then runs to the other spawn on Nuketown and hits a triple headshot, I think it is, with the XPR-50. I mean, there's a lot of clips with the XPR-50 that are nasty. I didn't really use the XPR-50 too much because the ballista was just my baby, and before that, the DSR-50 was absolutely beautiful. I used the XPR-50 a little bit, though. Not a little bit. Still a decent amount if I'm thinking about it, but just a little bit compared to the ballista for sure. Yeah, didn't mind it. Now we're moving on to Ghosts. There's actually quite a few snipers in Ghosts. There's what, 5? Yeah, there's 5 snipers in Ghosts. The L115. I mean, I didn't use it a lot. Do I think it's great? I mean, I feel like having any bolt action past World at War below the World at War ones is a little crazy, so I'd put it maybe like there, actually. I'd prefer to go back and use the Kar98K as opposed to the L115. The USR, however, I think for me, probably like here. Multis with it was cool. Just using it in general, the USR I think was pretty good. I didn't play a bunch of Ghosts because Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 and MW2 and MW3 were still popping, and World at War. But I didn't hate Ghosts necessarily. The maps, a lot of the maps, yeah. I use the USR quite a bit. Probably the sniper I use the most on Ghosts. So, I mean, I don't mind it. Yeah. The Lynx, I mean, probably just behind the L115. I preferred the Lynx when it came back inside of MW2 2022. As the Signal 50, I preferred it then, especially since you could do the My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard beat, I'm pretty sure is the one you could do by firing it off. But the Lynx and Ghosts, I mean, didn't mind it. The VKS, back of mid, like here in mid. It hit a decent amount of hit markers unless you aimed like pretty high. I think you had to hit like upper chest. I mean, it wasn't the worst. Maverick A2 Onslaught, not horrendous. I'd probably put it like behind the VKS. I just didn't use it as much. Due to the fact that it was a DLC weapon, I didn't use it nearly as much. Most of the time I used it, I probably picked it up off someone else, which was very rare. I know the AR version was pretty good, but sniper version, nothing too nice, to be honest with you. Advanced Warfare, real quickly. Just let me do that. I know that's a little controversial. Call me a new gen or whatever. okay? Infinite mag. Infinite mag. Shoot a bullet, you load it in, shoot, load in, shoot, load in, shoot, load in. Okay, maybe that is a little crazy, actually. I'll put it at the top of insane. I don't think it's God tier. The MSR, the Moors, I loved it, okay? Advanced Warfare sniping, the game in general, maybe not your favorite. Advanced Warfare sniping with the Moors, dude, God, it was beautiful, especially with the quick bolt. Oh my goodness, man. Next, the Lynx. I cannot lie to you. I did not really use this inside of Advanced Warfare. I think I used it maybe a few times. I'm not going to put it in the never used, because these ones I've literally never used online. This I did use online though, so I'm probably just gonna put it top of this, maybe. I don't know, yeah, top of mid. The NA45 explosive shot, didn't like it. The Atlas 20mm, this one actually not too bad. Probably the behind the Lynx. It was a shoulder mounted sniper, which I think was pretty cool. It reminded me quite a bit of a Halo weapon, if I'm being honest with you. SVO, it's a Dragunov. Back of the fucking lot. I'd use this over the Dragon and over the RSAS. It's a top of horrendous, okay? Draken. Zombies, really good. Multiplayer, other than one headshot quad feed I think I hit with it, I didn't really use it that much. Probably, okay, well, horrendous is crazy. Here in the mid section, yeah, Locust. I can't do that to the intervention. The intervention has unk status over the Locust. I can't put it above it. Although I will say, the Locust is definitely one of my favorite snipers. And I feel like if you played Black Ops 3 consistently for the year, dude, you know how beautiful the Locust truly was. The Locust was beautiful. I don't know what to say. Sniping, no aim assist, jetpacks, Locust, dude, the year of BO3 needs to be studied. It was peak. PO6. If you've seen my BO7 videos where I was talking about the remade PO6 they brought back, the Ion, you should know I don't like PO6. That being said though, if I'm looking at it a little bit subjectively, I don't think it's horrendous. I think it might be the top of mid for me. SVG, I think, is behind the USR in the great section. I loved the SVG. RSA Interdiction. This was a supply drop weapon. I did not use it a bunch. So probably I would have to just put it out of the fact that I did use it, but not a shit ton. Like, behind the M21, above the WA 2000, yeah. DBSR 50. I didn't like this. Bottom of mid. The XPR 50 when they added it. It was not the worst thing. Where do I have the BO2 XPR 50? I don't think it was insane. Probably it's behind, no, in front of the DSR. Patched DSR. Don't flame me yet. Patched DSR. XPR 50, I think it was great / good inside of BO3. The Dragoon, I actually fucking love the Dragoon. I can't lie. I like it more than the SVG. The Dragoon, very fun sniper to use when I did use it. Now we're on Infinite Warfare. I mainly only played the beta of Infinite Warfare, and then I played a bit of the actual game when it came out. I think I hit first or second prestige. We actually went back to Infinite Warfare not too long ago on the channel, so you can go check out that video if you want after this one. But KBS Longbow is basically the only sniper I used, and I think I would use it over all these. You know, I think it sits in the great section, okay? EBR 800, didn't really like it. I just didn't really like it. Widowmaker. I don't really fuck with the whole burst sniper vibe, as I've said, but the Widowmaker, I don't know. In the beta, it was actually not too bad. When it came to the full game, it was kind of mid. I would use it over the PO6, I think. DMR1. This thing's a DMR, not a sniper. Don't know I was there. Trek 50. I didn't use it a lot, but I do know from people that did play the game quite a bit that it was really easy to reload cancel and hit stacks with. So I think, since I didn't use it a lot, I can't put it at the top or anywhere here in the great. I know you might be thinking that the great and insane section's getting a little overinflated, but we've had way too many insane snipers throughout the year, okay? On COD, I don't know what to tell you. Proteus, when it first came out, this thing was broken. I do remember that. Afterwards, though, I feel like it wasn't that good, so probably it's just above these. I don't know. The Task Force 141, which is the intervention. This thing was a pea shooter in Infinite Warfare. However, I really like the way it looks. It's probably my favorite looking version of the intervention that's came back. The original is still my favorite. Probably my favorite version of the intervention, like, that we've had brought back into a newer COD. I'm probably gonna have to put it in mid though, just due to the fact that it is pretty like top of mid. It's a pea shooter. What can I say? M1, not really a sniper. This was a special weapon. Now we're on to MWR, the game I played the whole year instead of Infinite Warfare. Oh, goody. The M40A3. Now, I'm gonna have to put it right behind the OG one, due to the fact that for a while, the whole community had to basically keep posting these clips and just like proving to the devs that, hey, you used to be able to hit like quads and stuff like that with the M40. They just didn't believe us. I guess they're trying to gaslight the whole community. So due to that, I think it's like one level behind the original COD 4 M40, okay? M21. I actually think that since the hit reg was better on Modern Warfare Remastered, that I would use this over the original M21. It was easier to hit headshot clips with it. For that sake and the fact I don't really like burst snipers, I'll put it above those. Dragunov goes down with the other Dragunovs over here. R700, again, I think I'm just gonna have to put it just right behind the actual R700. Okay, Barrett 50 cal from COD 4 is up here. No, this is the COD 4 one. I'm just gonna have to put it right behind it, same as the other ones. The D25S, I'm gonna have to actually put above the M21s, just due to the fact that it was easier to hit headshot quad feeds with, to the point where I'm pretty sure a lot of people would hit them and they wouldn't even keep them clipped. People stopped using the gun because it was just so easy to hit quad head feeds with. It had no recoil. It was a spam sniper. You just aimed head level into their spawn. Boom, 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 boom. You cooked them. The S-TAC Aggressor. This thing was definitely, I think, insane. I think it didn't overshadow the nostalgia of the OG M40 though, or the MWR M40. Right here, okay, because the reload canceling was nice with it. It was just a good sniper. Carabin, not mid. Above that on horrendous, yeah. Lee Enfield, a lot of people didn't like this. I fucked with the Lee Enfield, okay? Although, out of all of the snipers in World War II, I think it was pretty mid, so I would put it above the TF-141. The beauty, the absolute best sniper in World War II. Don't fact check me on that. The Springfield. Bring my baby up here. This, especially with the refresh perk or basic training. Was it basic or combat? I think it was basic training that you could put on, where basically every time you got a double kill or a triple kill or anything like that, it would refresh your whole mag. The Springfield was nasty. Fuck you if you got the Faithful too, by the way. My ass never got that, and I'm very sad about it. Kar 98K in World War II. Another sniper I really liked, probably like here in the grade section. I really liked the Kar 98K inside of World War II. Type 38, this was the Arisaka, if I am not mistaken. I really liked the Arisaka inside of World War II. Probably more than the USR, I would say. I really liked it personally. The lever action had insane fire rate. Probably better than the Arisaka, I would say. PTRS, definitely not too bad. I liked it, although we had way too many good bolt actions. So probably I'd put it like back here. Still think it was a pretty good sniper. However, there was too many good bolt actions. The Delisle. I remember this one being very, like, cool/unique, just due to the fact that it had a built-in suppressor. I'm pretty sure the SDK 9mm also had that as well. Did get a decent amount of hit markers. I just thought it kind of looked cool. I'd probably put it in mid behind the Lee Enfield. Reline rifle, another sniper I didn't mind. Really liked it. Probably behind the Trek, though, for me personally. SDK 9mm. SDK 9mm, I don't think it's great. I think it's, like, mid, but better than these two. Better than the Lee Enfield and the Delisle. WZ35. This thing, you basically had to reload cancel. Pretty sure this was the sniper. You basically had to reload cancel because it rechambered so slow, and it aimed in slow too compared to the other snipers in the game. I don't think it was horrendous. If you didn't reload cancel it might have been horrendous, but since you could reload cancel, I think I would use it over all of these, but none of the ones above it. M36, this one I never actually got. So, yeah, the M36 I'm gonna have to put in never used online. Never actually got it. Now we're on to BO4, an underrated COD in my opinion. Understandable people didn't play it, but I think it's a little underrated. Paladin, my baby in this game. I love the Paladin. I think I would use the Paladin over everything below this. I would not use it over anything above it. Which, by the way, that's how I'm doing these. All right. Outlaw. I know Scope really likes the Outlaw, and a lot of other people really like the Outlaw. I think the Outlaw is definitely good. I think it's a great sniper, due to the fact that it's, like, high skill, high reward. BO4 had no aim assist, I believe, as well, so made it very, like, nice to use. I think I just have to put it above the lever action because it had the fastest, I think, fire rate we've ever had for a sniper. That is a bolt action. That is SDM. This thing's horrendous due to the fact that it's just bad. The Koshka double laser sight. If you know, you know. I preferred the Paladin though, so I'm gonna have to put it, I think, behind the MW2 Barrett. Yeah, behind the MW2 Barrett. Vendetta did not like this. It was just the SDM, but smaller. The Locus does not compare to the actual BO3 Locus. However, the BO4 Locus, still good. Behind the PSG one. I really like the Locus in BO4. I think it was pretty good. It was a supply drop weapon though, so you had to get it out of supply drops. That part wasn't very cool. The Javelina, which was, I don't know, it kind of felt a tiny bit like they were doing it was like a bolt lever action. I think I'd use it over, no, not over the DSR, but like over these ones, yeah, in the great section. More for 2019 Dragunov, the only Dragunov you will see me rank above Horrendous. Well, not maybe the only. I would use it over all these. MW 2019 Dragunov, very good sniper in that game. Okay. The HDR. Now, I'm purely going off of Respawn multiplayer, not Warzone, not Search. The HDR was a little too slow for my liking. Didn't mind the way it felt, although it was a little too slow. I think I would use, yeah, like there in the mid section. AX50, really smooth feeling sniper. I really wish it was a bit faster though, but since it was so smooth, I'm gonna have to put it at the bottom of great. Okay, don't come at me. This is Respawn multiplayer. The Kar 98K is not here because this is snipers only. They have to be in the sniper section. All right. The Rytec AMR. Where did I end up putting the Dragunov? There. I think this was a worse version of the Dragunov because it was a bit slower. It did have explosive bullets, but I didn't use those. It was just slower. It was like their version of a Barrett 50 cal. Not the worst thing I've ever used. Not the best though. Cold War. The statistically, I think, slowest sniping we've ever had. That being said, the Pellington gave me a bit of that COD 4 M40 vibes, a tiny bit, and I liked that. So I think I'm gonna have to put it behind, just above the R700 is what I was trying to do. All right, just above it. All right, Tundra, my baby doll. I'm gonna have to put this thing down above. Yeah, there. I mean, if they were just faster, it would definitely be there. The M82 required you to basically hard scope, unscope for a second, and then scope back in. That was the way you could quick scope. I think I would put above these two, like the XBR and the PTRS, but everything else I'd rather use over it. Definitely not bad though. ZRG hit like a truck. I hit a triple with this thing shortly after it came out, which was very nice. However, that being said, due to the fact that it's just so slow, it's definitely just gonna have to go in like top of mid. It's way too slow. The Swiss, my other baby, the Tundra Swiss swap class, absolutely gorgeous to me. I preferred the Tundra a bit more though. So 3-line light rifle from Vanguard. Vanguard sniping, if you know, was not the greatest. If I had to say so. I mean, yeah, probably it's in the mid section. Kar 98K, the best actual sniper. Other than the Granko rifle, which is the PTRS, this is the best actual sniper. A lot of people just use the SVT. If I remember correctly, that's the one they used, was the SVT. Not a sniper, by the way. But the Kar 98K in the beta, extremely good. Vanguard beta sniping was extremely good. I think I forget which channel it is, I have a nuke from sniping inside the beta, and I said, dude, the beta was just so good. Probably behind the USR. Wait, thinking about actually behind all these, to be honest with you. Type 99. I do not fuck with the Type 99. Granko rifle. Where did I put the Kar 98K? It has to go one above it just because it was better it was really slow. The Enfield campaign only. I don't even remember that in the campaign. Never used online, obviously. Type 99, just really did not like it. The Granko rifle, other than being really slow, didn't mind it. Now we're on to MW2 2022. I think the snipers were pretty solid. I just think the game was way too slow, which is why the snipers from MW 2022 really, once we got them in MW 2023, really shined. But I'm going to rank them based off MW2 2022. The MCPR, one of my favorite snipers. I love how smooth it is. It felt almost as smooth as the AX50. Just it wasn't quite. I think I would definitely use it over the MW 2019 Dragunov, that's for sure, and the Rytec. Definitely would use it over those. Signal 50. I like this better than the actual original Lynx due to the fact that you could do. I swear it was My Milkshake Brings All the Boys to the Yard is the one you could do. Or was it, that's my shit. I forget which one it was. You can make a beat with it from shooting it. It was pretty slow though. I would use the MCPR over it for sure. LAB 330, the SPR just outclassed it, if I'm being honest. Actual sniper version of it was kind of mid. SPX 80, probably my second or third favorite sniper in the game. I'd use it over those, yes. The Victus, this thing I really liked. It was basically the L115 mixed with the L96. Very weirdly. Probably my favorite sniper that they ended up bringing into MW2 2022, other than the exception of one more we'll have after this. I would still use all these over it though. The FJX Imperium. This was the intervention. I'm not really fond of the way that looks when they brought it back. I did love using it in MW3 2023, although we are going off of MW2 2022. It's better than the SPX, but I think I like the Victus just a bit more, probably because the L96 is literally my favorite sniper of all time. The Karak. This thing was good in MW2 2022. Ironically, however, dog shit in MW 2023 for some reason. I do not know why. You basically had to hit headshots with this thing. That being said, I think I'd rather use the PTRS from World War II. Okay, now we're on to the best modern Call of Duty game. Modern Warfare 3 2023. The Cat AMR. Slow sniper. Kind of reminds me of the ZRG a bit. I think if it was just faster, like you could hit a all bolt quad feed. Like you could hit that with this. I don't think it was fast enough for a 5-on unless you hit a clap, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Definitely a good sniper. I didn't use it as much as I thought I would. I would probably use it over the Signal 50. Yeah, but I wouldn't use it over the MCPR. The longbow. I mean, if there is a modern sniper that deserves to go up here, I feel like it's got to be the longbow. The longbow pre-patch was cheese, just straight cheese. It had aim assist. It was just like full aim assist. It was just cheese. The longbow after it had been patched and towards the end of the game's life cycle, after all of the patches they had done to it, still insane. That being said, do I think it's S tier? Ooh, I mean, this might be recency bias, but I feel like it's just not. I think it's S tier, dude. You don't understand. Also, where is the MW2 Barrett 50 cal? I feel like if I'm gonna put the longbow there, I gotta put this there. Although it's not bolt action. Even though the longbow, you'd barely even be able to tell it's bolt action. So I will be putting the MW2 Barrett 50 cal at the bottom. Even though I think the Barrett 50 cal from MW2, I think, is it the Barrett 50 cal from MW2 or MW3 that is statistically the best sniper we've ever had? I think it's the MW2 one. I mean, it's gotta go in S tier too. But the longbow, dude, the longbow is S tier. It just is. KV inhibitor, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Wasn't terribly upset about it either, though. I think I've used it more in the Trek 50, so I need to put it there. I've used it more in the Trek 50 and the 3-line rifle. XRK Stalker, really good sniper inside Modern Warfare 3 2023. We were getting done right as snipers in Modern Warfare 3 2023. I think it's above, yeah, it's above the L11A1 or 8A for me. I think for sure. MW3 Moors, we might have another S. Especially if you use this thing on mouse and keyboard, you could shoot and hit the reload button at the same time with the mag holder or mag holster, I think, and then you would reload extremely fast. You could point, I believe you could stack with it really well. I mean, it's just, it was just so good. It was better in MW3 2023 than it was in Advanced Warfare. It was. Dude, it was, how often do we get a good sniper that comes back into a new COD and it's better than the original? I feel like almost never. The Moors is just, it was insane in MW3 2023, I can't lie. Now we're on to BO6, which is the last thing this list has, but I will be listing the BO7 snipers as well, that we have so far after this. Okay, the Frostline, my favorite sniper in Black Ops 6. I think it makes it into the great section. I think I would personally use it over the Outlaw. Although the Outlaw, I think, is definitely better. I would use it over the Outlaw. This is after BO6 had fully ended and all the updates had been done to sniping, by the way. So this is not while it was still extremely wobbly. Also, it looks like the L96. I mean, just a modern version of it. Not as much aura as the OG L96, but similar. So, I mean, I just gotta put it there in great. The SVD, actually a really good sniper. I'd put it above the MW 2019 Dragunov. I think it was better than that. Good semi-auto sniper, consistent one-shots. LR762, another sniper I really liked inside of Black Ops 6. I would also probably put it above the Outlaw. Really good bolt action sniper. It was just a bit slower than the LW3. I mean, it was still really good. The Barrett in BO6, they brought it back. This Barrett's actually pretty good. I did like it. I think I would prefer to use something like the USR, the Dragoon, or the SVG above it, and even the Pellington, honestly, and the R700. I'd put it like here in the great section. It was really good. Probably one of the best new-gen Barretts we've gotten in a long time, for sure. And the HDR, the final sniper from Black Ops 6. The HDR in Black Ops 6, unironically better than the HDR inside of MW 2019 for Respawn multiplayer and all of that stuff. I think I would use it over the AMR. I wouldn't use it over any of the snipers above it. I do not think. And that's all of the ones we have on the list. However, we do have to do the BO7 ones. So, we're going to start off with the one I'm going to rank the lowest, the XR Ion. I do not like it. I think it's definitely a mid sniper. I would probably put it in mid above the MW2 Wall 2000. I do not like it. I do not like it, okay? I do not like the Ion. I'm not good with it. Skill issue, okay? Then we have the VS Recon. Definitely not my favorite sniper, but really solid. I would probably put it just above the HDR right here. The Hawker, however, my favorite sniper in Black Ops 7. That one I would probably put above, above the Pellington right here. And then the Strider, I think, should be the last one that I would be ranking. That one I would probably put just behind the Hawker. Just right behind the Hawker. Oh, and then we have the Shadow SK, which I would just put wherever I put the Ion. I would put it near that Shadow SKs. It's cool. It's a semi-auto. It consistently one-shots, but not really my favorite. All right, that being said, this is the list. We have the never used section. These are all the snipers. The horrendous section. These are all the snipers I think are horrendous. I just didn't like them. This is all a subjective list, not really an objective list. I would just like to say that, okay? Some of these snipers are definitely statistically better than what I'm ranking them at, all right? This is the mid section. We have all of these snipers right here. The great section, this is where the snipers are getting, where I'm going to use them consistently. The mid section, I would use them, just not consistently. Great section, I'm consistently using these snipers. They're all in the lineup right here. The insane snipers, these are the snipers that if I go back to the game, I'm definitely going to use at least once or twice. Maybe not the whole time I'm back on the game, but at least once or twice. We have all these snipers here. If I'm playing COD 4, I'm definitely using the M40A3, by the way. I do love the M40A3. I would like to say that. These are my top 10 snipers, though. The M40A3 from COD 4 at 10. The Barrett 50 cal from MW2 at 9. The Moors from Modern Warfare 3 2023 at 8. The Longbow from MW3 2023 at 7. The Springfield from World War II at 6. The Locust from Black Ops 3, absolute classic, at 5. The Intervention from MW2, the most recognizable sniper ever, at 4. The Ballista from Black Ops 2 at 3. The MSR at 2. And then the L96 from Black Ops 1, my favorite Call of Duty ever, so yes, there's bias, at number 1. Yeah. Anyway, if you guys would change anything about this poll, or this tier list, which definitely people would, I would even probably change some things about this if I was looking at it on a different day. You know, definitely let me know down in the comment section below, and yeah, let me know what your favorite sniper of all time is in the comment section down below. I'm feeling a lot of interventions are probably going to be put down there, but yeah, it's been Sly. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. We upload a variety of content daily. I'll see you guys in the next time. Peace.